To desire a thing is to have it. And why wanting and needing and waiting are all conditions in mind and states of consciousness that do not allow your desired reality to unfold. And I recently received an email from one of my viewers, wonderful success story, where they are describing their entire life has shifted in the last 6-7 years, and they were one of my very first viewers when I had like 200-ish subscribers. And they have described their life has completely shifted, like finances have worked out wonderfully, wonderful house, wonderful husband, children, laughter. And they said that they recently also gotten rid of a debt, which their credit score got increased, and somehow US based system has this thing where a lot of bad debt can be removed or can be lowered or can be gone faster if your credit score improves. And so they pointed out the idea that the way I describe is that planting the seed or confident expectation of your desired reality unfolding. And I recently made a video about the idea that everything is already in your vortex, from Abraham Hicks analogy, that everything you want exists right now in the mind of God, or as Neville Goddard says, in the fourth dimension, or in your Christ self, or the Father. There are so many names for it. But I want you to conceptualize that there is a greater reality of imagination, of vibrational reality, or non-physical reality, or the reality of potential, or the dream of God, mind of God, in which all things exist right now. And when we say that we have something to desire, a thing is to have it, as Neville Goddard would say, what it means is you have it in the vibrational reality, or the mind of God, or your higher self has it. And we came here in this experience to linearly make our desires unfold in front of us and to enjoy this experience, right? God created worlds and then became you to enjoy that world, or enjoy those desires, or enjoy the separation of loving another. You have to understand, in the mind of God there is no other, right? In higher realms of consciousness, your SP does not exist outside of you. They're one in the same. So in this human experience, God created this illusion of separation to enjoy loving another, or eating a delicious meal that does not actually exist, right? This is why the ancients said that this world is Maya, or is an illusion. It's not as it seems, it's not actually the way you think it is. But that's besides the point. What I'm trying to explain here, what this viewer of mine talked about in the email, is the idea that you always work on your self-concept and continuously improve your assumptions and beliefs about everything. And how it works is like every single area of your life improves. They gave this analogy like improving your self-concept is like everything that you want is already in the cart on Amazon, and you go to the checkout and you can buy all of it because it's already included in your self-concept. You have everything, but if it's not included in your self-concept, what happens is you create separation with it, you create delay in it, you create an idea that is too good to be true. Your beliefs will not allow it. And this is the idea talked about by Abraham Hicks also, that everything that you want already exists in your vortex, in the vibrational reality. It's already with you, you have it. And people are like, but I don't see it. Well, the moment you say I don't see it, you are outside of the vortex. You are not allowing it. And so what I'm trying to say here is, stop waiting for it, stop craving it, stop needing it, and understand that you already have it. And stop thinking linearly with your linear mind, and understand your multi-dimensional self. Recently I had another one of my clients, we had this very in-depth discussion. By the way, if you want to work with me one-on-one, the link is in the description, or you can join the membership channel where I do weekly live stream on every Saturday. So this client, they are very intelligent, they understand everything, but somehow, somewhere they have this block in understanding their multidimensional self. Therefore, they are not able to let go of the old story in order for them to manifest the new story, right? So, if you do not understand your multidimensional self and you do not understand that you already have it, what you do is you say, because this and this situation happened with my SP, therefore it is impossible for my reality to unfold. I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I have heard this many times, like how it feels impossible to me. Why? Why does it feel impossible to them? Because they are overly attached to the old story, and the old story does not make room for the new story. And this all is based upon the idea that not understanding your multidimensional self, not understanding how this reality works, that this world is not just the only world that you are in. You have access to multiple states, infinite states. As Neville Goddard said, often quoted this scripture verse that in my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I would not have told you so. And I will go there and I will prepare a place for you, and then I will receive you unto myself. What does this all mean? In the literal sense, it means nothing. But when you understand that it's a psychological drama, your higher self is saying, in my Father's house, in the mind of God, in the vibrational reality, all states exist right now. All potentials, all versions. And I will go there and I will prepare a place for you. Who will go there? Your higher self. And it's not going anywhere. It's saying that I have it in the vibrational reality what you want, and then I will receive you onto myself. What is your job? Your job is to believe in the Father and the Christ. I know it sounds biblical, but I'm not talking about in the religion sense. I'm talking about psychological drama. I believe in the Neville Goddard's interpretation of scripture being a psychological drama and manifestation, a cookbook to help you live. Basically, it's a manual to live life in this world and how to win in this life here. So everything exists in the higher dimensions. And when I say higher dimensions, don't think that it's some other place or it's all here. It's just layers of your own, abstraction layers of your own consciousness, okay? There is no separation. So the higher self or the Father has what you want in vibrational sense. This is why you can say that it's already done and I already have it, and that is true, literally. But the problem is then you start wanting it so bad, you crave it, you do not understand, you become impatient, you do not understand how reality works, you do not understand that your consciousness is projecting this world. So if you keep waiting and looking for something, it cannot come in that state of consciousness, right? And so often question is asked, then what am I supposed to do? Well, you just stick with your vision. As I have shared multiple times on my own success story, where I said that I'm with my vision and the vision is complete, and I'm getting so many success stories of many of my viewers who applied the same thing, and this term is getting popular, I'm with my vision and the vision is complete. And just now I got a wonderful comment on my previous video of a viewer who were trying to buy a domain name, website domain name, and it was saying, the website was saying no, it's not available, and they kept on refreshing the page. But mind you, they were taking action from the state that I already have it. So within they were saying, no, I have it, it's mine, I have it. And they were kept on refreshing, and this strong faith, this knowing that I have it, ultimately made the so-called not available domain name. What happened? Did they shift into another reality? Because it wasn't available, but then it got available and they bought it. And they said something very wonderful, but I will put their screenshot here somewhere to basically they stuck with the vision. They said, I'm with my vision and the vision is complete, and it happened. Now, the domain name was not available in the 3D. Where was it available? In the Father's house, right? So if somebody says that I just cannot believe it can happen for me, they are not believing in the Father. They're not believing in the Christ self. They are not knowing God by understanding their multi-dimensional self. They are not knowing God by not understanding their vibrational self. And so they are strictly applying ego and its limited version of what reality is, and therefore they cannot see a possibility. It is simple. And so then you start obsessively wanting it, desiring it, but you see no way of it happening, so you want it even more, but you are living in the end of not having it because you think it's not possible. And then from that state of consciousness, it's just not, it has no path towards fulfillment. The bridge of incident cannot occur from there to there, right? And who is the bridge of incident? It's you. You are the bridge of incident. I know Neville Goddard talked about it in the physical sense, and that is also, there is a bridge. When you shift reality, something happens, of course. Your SP reaches out, or you bump into them sometime, or the house that you want, all of a sudden realtor reaches you and says it's available. Like something happens in the physical. But before that, the real bridge happens between you, of who you used to be to who you desire to be. And that bridge could be just a statement that I am with my vision and the vision is complete, right? So you see something opposite. In my case, when I was buying a flat in Russia and the bank told me, you cannot get your money here, we cannot help you, sorry. And everything became impossible, so-called. But I still stuck with my vision and the vision is complete, I said. And that became the bridge of incident. After that, I did a few things just from inspiration. Something urged me, my intuition very strongly urged me to do it, and I did it, and it happened, right? So the bridge was the statement that I am with my vision and the vision is complete. And so what I'm trying to say here is, stop being so linear, stop being a human in mind, and stop reasoning with your human mind, because you will never find a way like that. And believing in your desired reality is not something that is given to you or some emotion. No, it's a decision, it's a knowing. You know it by knowing yourself as being one with God. You know it by knowing that you are all that is, right? Everything is all within you, and it's all a reflection of just one mind, which we call God loosely. I know God has a lot of dogma attached to it, so people think some dude in the sky, or some, different people have different idea about it. So basically the all, right, as in the book, the Kabbalion, it says the all is mind, and the universe is mind substance, or made of God substance, or dream substance. So the idea is that you can only know it by applying God in your life as God. And how do you do that? You do that by sticking with a new assumption or a new imaginal act or new words that you do not see in your world. And when you imagine something in mind, you have predestined it, and then it comes in your world and it proves to you that you have applied God in your life and it has worked. That is when Neville Goddard says you have found Him, you have found the cause of phenomena of life, or you have found the Christ within, or you have found God. So those who are right now struggling with manifestation and trying many processes and many techniques, and they're exhausted, just listen to these words. Act in your world as though you are one with God, and all things are possible to God. Suspend your judgment, suspend your ego, suspend your reasoning. This is why a lot of videos are being made that be delusional, ignore reality. And the basis of it is that reality cannot validate you, and you have to be delusional because ego cannot comprehend it anyways. It seems delusional, but it's actually applying higher levels of consciousness. The right side of your brain, which is imagination, which does not deal with logic. And so suspend judgment, suspend disbelief for a moment and just go with the vision. If you cannot do anything, just say, I am with my vision and the vision is complete. This statement implies that your vision is complete. That means it has path towards fulfillment already complete. Even if you see no path, fine, you don't have to, doesn't matter. The path, if the vision is complete, the path is there and you are with your vision, right? You're sort of like riding on the shoulders of Jesus, if you want to think about it. And Jesus is fighting the goblins and the Satan and everything, and is making a path and, you know, parting the sea. And like, if you want to believe that, believe that. But understand that you say, I am with my vision and the vision is complete, and the vision will take care of all the reasoning and all the things that feels impossible or that I cannot comprehend. The vision will take care of it. And then stop waiting. Use this statement as fulfillment and feel fulfilled from that. By understanding that you already have it in your higher self, the Father has it, the state already exists, God is infinite, you're one with God, and it already exists in your vibrational self, in your vortex. Now you just allow it by saying that you are with it. Do not stand against it, do not live in the end against it. Stop saying that it feels impossible and just try it. Maybe just even for 24 hours. Go all in. Go all in with your vision for 24 hours, and if it helps, understand and know yourself to be one with God and the operant power of your reality. And if you can do nothing, just stick with one statement that I'm with my vision and the vision is complete, and see what happens. And many of you will be surprised by the results. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye bye.